Well, hello, fellow champions. It's me, Johnny, the champion within, coming to you today with a video about maybe some future changes in my life, thanks once again to the carnivore way of eating. I'd like to welcome you all to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please take a second and do so. Hit that bell notification so you'll be made aware of every time a new video goes out, which lately the videos have been few and far between because I've been working what feels like millions of hours. I know it's exaggerating, but I have worked a lot of days in the last 3 weeks. I've really been burning the candle at both ends between work and doing stuff at home. But anyway, I digress. So today I'm out here at Frank Liff's Park. I'm out here at the pond, this beautiful pond out here at this beautiful county park. Doing a little bit of jogging, a little bit of running, maybe doing some push-ups, just trying to get a little exercise routine in. I have not joined a gym. I joined the outdoors, and where it's free. I can come to these county parks for free. I can jog around my neighborhood for free. I can do push-ups, lunges, squats. I can do anything you can do at a gym for free, and I get to do it outdoors in God's nature and creation. Anyway, so the carnivore way of eating, if you guys don't know my story, it's very similar to Shaun White, Intentional Carnivore. Years ago, I was a paramedic. I spent most of my life taking care of the sick and injured. Right, I worked for the ambulance service in Charlotte. I worked for the ambulance service in Concord. I worked for the ambulance service in Lincoln, North Carolina. And I worked for the ambulance service in Augusta, Georgia many years ago. But I became so unhealthy because I worked a night shift a lot, and I would eat at night out of boredom. I would eat before I'd go to bed, and years of that, eating the standard American diet, having a terrible lifestyle as far as my circadian rhythms, you know, being up at night, sleeping during the day, which runs counter to how adults are supposed to be. And I became so unhealthy that I could no longer do the job. So I quit being a paramedic and went to become a truck driver because I could sit down, and that was about all I could do. And as a truck driver, and the way I drove a truck, that's all you had to do was just drive the truck from point A to point B. Somebody else would load it, somebody else would unload it. All I had to do was make sure the freight got there on time. And I could do that. I could sit down and drive. I do enjoy driving, but that led to another host of problems. You know, plantar fasciitis in my feet, the arthritis in my hips, lower back pain, high blood pressure, high A1C, metabolic syndrome, you name it, I had it. Ooh, looks like that sun's getting bright. Let's turn this thing a little bit here. Now, where were we? Anyway, just out here enjoying the beautiful weather. It's about 90 degrees. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, July the 7th or whatever the day is, July 7th or 8th. Get you guys up here, you can see me. And so just thought I'd put a video out and talk about maybe my future going forward. Well, I recently contacted the Department of EMS, the North Carolina Department of EMS, and found out that I could take a refresher course, renew my paramedic certification, pass the state test, pass the practical exam, which is the hands-on part, and I could get my paramedic license back and go back to being a practicing paramedic. But you know, I'm 57 years old. I'm on here. I can see 60 from where I'm sitting. But I feel better now. I'm stronger, healthier, faster, more alert. Everything is better now than it was when I was a paramedic before because of the carnivore way of eating. No longer have the plantar fasciitis, no longer have the back pain, no longer have the immobility, no longer have the high blood pressure, the metabolic syndrome. All that is gone. So my question to myself was, why not? Why not? As you guys know, right now I'm a retail worker. I work for Lowe's. Lowe's is a great company. I do enjoy working there. But it's not what I feel like I'm called to do. I feel like I'm called to take care of other people, right? Not just their hardware needs, but their health needs. And so I've actually signed up for the refresher course through the local community college. It's about a 3-month deal. At the end of that, I plan on maybe going back to working in the medical field. I never in a million years thought I would be healthy enough to do this. I figured that portion of my life, that chapter of my life was completely behind me. But the miracle of carnivore, and I do mean the miracle, the miraculous way that has healed my body, my hips, my knees, my feet, my back, everything is so much better now. My brain, you know, I think I might do this. I may go back into emergency medicine, and maybe work in an ER or work in a doctor's office, or maybe work for a non-emergency transport service. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm pretty excited to going back to helping my fellow man on a more one-to-one basis. You know, it's pretty exciting stuff, and it's only possible It's only possible because of the carnivore way of eating and the exercising and the proper sleep and the grounding and the vitamin D, all the stuff that I preach on every video. That has made a complete 180 in my life possible. This is truly miraculous. I mean, sometimes I have to pinch myself. Am I dreaming? Do I really feel this good on a day-to-day basis? And the answer is, ooh, that's kind of tender. Yes, I am awake and alert. This is real. I really am 100 pounds lighter than I used to be. I really have no chronic pain anywhere. Heck, I hardly ever hurt anywhere. The only time I hurt is in my left hip, which is an artificial hip I had replaced 7 years ago. When I try to run more than about 2 miles, I start getting some inflammation in my hip. But I could probably get rid of that if I would really hone in and be more strict with my diet. Because yes, from time to time I do slip up. You know, we had a big celebration on the 4th of July at work the other day. They had 2 big old sheet cakes, and yes, I had a piece of cake, which led to a second piece of cake, which led to a Diet Coke. Things that I haven't had in a long time, and I fell off the wagon. And the next day I felt a little sore, a little stiff, but hey, that's okay. It was a one-off, right? Anyway, I don't want to just keep rambling. I want you guys to think, if you're on the fence about the carnivore way of eating, look at me. Man, look at my before and after picture. This is a completely different person. I feel so good on a day-to-day basis. I was talking to my wife last weekend, and I told her I could not believe, you know, it was my 1-year carniversary was July 1st. And I told my wife I could not believe that I feel this good every single day. It seems too good to be true. It seems like snake oil, but here I am. I mean, I'm out here at the park on a Sunday morning running. I've been running around the pond here. I'm gonna do some push-ups. I might do some lunges. I'm gonna do some of my broad jumps. And, you know, just a little over a year ago, I could do none of this. And the only thing I did was change what I put in my body. And that prompted me to begin exercising, because I had so much pent-up energy from the energy stored in fat, the fat that makes up the majority of my diet, that I have to move my body. I don't have a choice. I have to get up and move. But be walking, running, jogging, push-ups, skipping rope. I'm compelled to get up and move. Where before you would have to almost put a gun to my head to get me up off the couch, because I hurt so bad and I felt so miserable. Now you'd have to put a gun to my head to tell me to sit down. I just can't do it. I want to get up and move and be active and productive. Anyway, I've rambled enough, guys. You guys know I love you. This is Johnny, the champion within, hoping you have a great and blessed day. Remember, this is the day the Lord hath made, but the truth matters, he made all of them. I love you. We'll see you in the next video. And remember, carnivore, baby. Yeah.